Well, hello, friends. Jeremy Knight here, St. Paul's United Methodist Church. I just want to spend a couple minutes with you as we stay tuned in to what's happening here at St. Paul's. I do want to direct you to our weekly newsletter. There's lots of important information there as far as a week rundown and particular things that are happening in the life of our church. I don't think that this platform is the best way to go through all of those things. So I want you to make sure you're getting that email. If you are connected to us, please make sure you're getting that email. If you're not, you can drop us a comment here in whatever way you're finding our video, and we'll get in contact with you and get your email and get you on that list as well. I do want to point your attention to one of the things in the newsletter this week regarding Open Arms Village. Open Arms Village is a dear partner, a mission partner. We strongly believe in what is going on there. Please look at our announcement about that. We've committed ourselves to helping feed those folks once a month, and there's more information about that. And if you'd like to know more or help to support that endeavor, please let us know. This week, we have the opportunity to launch into a new and beautiful worship series over the next several weeks called Better Together, where we're going to be exploring together Jesus' call to be in community with one another. Jesus was very clear on his desire for his disciples, things that he instructed them to do. And that's us, those that claim to follow in the way of Jesus. And there's lots of teachings that we know, and some maybe we don't know very well, that we're going to explore over the next several weeks as we examine ourselves in the light of this call to be in community with one another. And ultimately, what that community does is push us into the world to be those disciples, to bring light and love, and to bring the warmth of Christ to cold and dark places. And so we're going to be doing that by launching into this weekend, and it's a perfect it's a perfect scheduling thing that it landed on the weekend where we are reminded in our nation for the work and legacy of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And so we're going to launch into this conversation somewhat in the shadow of Dr. King. We're going to be asking some questions and taking some cues from him. He liked to use the term beloved community. It is a term that he borrowed from another philosopher that was just a generation ahead of him. And the King Center and many other worthy organizations champion that cause as well. And we're going to ask the question, what does that look like? What does the beloved community look like? Because Dr. King took his cues from Jesus Christ, and so do we. And so we'll use a couple of quotes from him. We'll remember the wonderful work to seeking of racial justice that we still have work to do this week in worship, and continue our new conversation about what it means to be in community together. I wanted to share just a quick quote from Dr. King that has been landing on me as I've been thinking about this teaching series, this worship series, that I believe really kind of center us in the questions and the hope, really, of what the beloved community is supposed to be about. Dr. King said this. He said, "An individual has not truly started to live until he can rise above the narrow confines of his individualistic concerns and into the broader concerns of all humanity." There's a piece of that rings true in the beloved community we'll begin to talk about this week and in the coming weeks. He also went on to say in another speech, "The hope of a secure and livable world lies with disciplined nonconformists who are dedicated to justice, peace, and to brotherhood." And when he used the term brotherhood, he is speaking to a sense of community, of care, of connection. And so we're going to be wading off into those waters, asking those questions about what it means to be in community together. Because Jesus was very clear about the importance of community so that the mission that he gave to his disciples would flourish, would continue. And I believe that we as a church would do ourselves well to revisit it, to be reconnected to it, and to render ourselves available to it again. All right? Grace and peace to you all. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I can't wait to see you Sunday morning, 10:30 a.m. Please be with us in person if you can. If not, check us out online. We would love for you to stay connected to us as we launch into this new conversation. All right? Have a wonderful, 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 wonderful weekend.